in many cases, the case manager in those situations can be a partnership, because one thing about coming into the system of care, as a foster parent, you have to utilize everyone within the system of care as being a partnership and being on board with everything that happens with that child. Constant communication with the case manager is vital. As you know, as a foster parent, many times we overlook the load that a case manager has. They have a large caseload, and it's difficult for them to do individual work with families in an adequate way. So being susceptible and being open to working within the bounds of what the case manager has to do is vital, because they don't want you calling them 24/7 about everything. You have to get some resources on your own and provide things the child needs. Do as much as you possibly can to relieve the case manager, so when you do call with something that's really a crisis situation, they're going to respond. Because if you can constantly bug them every day, then say, look at your phone call and say, oh, well, it's them again. So why on earth, why should I answer that? But when you call, when you really absolutely need them, then they're more likely to respond. And so I've had some good relationships with case managers simply because I came from both sides of the fence, because I was a social worker at one time. I did some social work for the state of Florida, actually, in another aspect with the Department of Corrections. So I kind of understand caseload and working with families, so I understand that they're overwhelmed. But at the same time, you can have some case managers that you're going to need to continue to enforce and reach out and do certain things for them, because they either new at the business or there may be some things that they may not be aware of. But there are others, if you really work with them, I think there are more good case managers than there are ones that don't do like they adequately should do. But my experience with the boys that I've had in the home have been that if I provide an open door policy, allowing, because as a foster parent, your life is asked to be under a microscope. So you have to be willing to allow people to come in and out of your home at various times when it may be uncomfortable to your family. But for the sake of the partnership, if this is the only time they can come, then you should make yourself available to those people, because that's going to help the partnership to allow them to come when they feel comfortable. At the same time, I think it's very important and crucial that that's a reciprocal thing, that when you allow, it begins to be a thing that they're more apt to help you when you allow them to come in whenever they want to, so they're more apt to help you and go the extra mile when you need something just very crucial.